Alright, welcome people, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing something different. So this is day one of our cherry pie seed to harvest journey, and this is when we're going to do germination. So I usually germinate directly into the soil, and if needs be I transplant. So this is I think this is a 5-gallon pot if I'm not wrong. Maybe it's a bit smaller, but we currently have 3 seeds, and you can see these seeds look quite good. So we're going to germinate all 3 within this pot. We're going to leave the strongest seed to grow within this pot and remove the other 2. Right? So other than the seeds, let me explain what we have in our soil. So these are charcoals. So this soil I made it myself. This is homemade. Right? So we have charcoal, we have coconut fiber, as you can see them, coconut fiber. We have cow poop as well within this, and topsoil. Yeah, I think that's it. I did not add, yeah. And whilst this was in the process of making for about 10 days, I also added aloe vera as well. So with that being said, explaining what's in our soil. So as you can see, this is well aerated. Before we add our seeds to this soil, what we're gonna do, we're gonna feed the soil. So what we have in this container is 1 liter of clean tap water. Also added to this is 10 teaspoons of moringa ferment, if you're familiar with moringa leaves. And this is iron nitrogen, as you can see the N on the top. So this is it fermented. This fermented for 7 days in molasses. So that's iron nitrogen. It has small amount of potassium, small amount of phosphorus, zinc, iron, magnesium. Bro, there's so much antioxidants, I don't remember the same name, cytokinins and stuff like that. So this is really packed, and this helps with leafing, bushy growth and branching. So Google it, you can do your own research on it, and if you wish to make it, it's pretty simple. Just equal parts of moringa leaves to equal parts of molasses. Let it sit for a few days, about 5 to 7, and then you're good to go, right? So as I mentioned, so it's 10 teaspoons to 1 liter of water for best results. So what we're gonna do before we put our seeds into the soil, we're gonna feed the plant, well, we're gonna feed the soil actually with this, right? So just get the soil moist, then we're gonna place our seeds in, and then it's officially day 1 of these cherry pie germination. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I have my measuring container as usual. So our real measure is 250 ml. Where is it? So, well, 200. So I'm just gonna do, so where the is half pint, it's actually 250 ml. Right, so we're gonna measure 250 ml, and we're gonna get our soil damped. Then we're gonna place our seeds and allow it to do its thing. Alright guys, so we currently have in our container here about 250 ml, so roughly around 200 to 250. So we're just gonna get our soil moist and ready for these seeds. Just wet it. Alright, so as you can see, our soil is damp. What I'm gonna do, this is part of a clothespin, so I'm just gonna go an inch deep. Don't know if you can see, but that should be good. So we're gonna poke 3 holes within the soil, scratch it a bit. So we don't want to sit these too deep, but deep enough for great root buildup, right? So we want, when it's rooting, it's not directly on top of the soil, right? So we're just gonna drop 1 seed, 2, and then we're gonna, so this is the LTF, or it looks the best. So this is definitely gonna germinate, right? And so we're just gonna go ahead and place the last one into the soil. So we have all 3 seeds the soil. Can't see that one is a bit dark down there. There's the other one there. So we have all 3 seeds in the soil, and then we're gonna get our clothespin stick. Then we're just like that, just like that, just like that. And then I'm just gonna get a little bit more liquid, not a lot, just a little bit more. So a little bit, just a little bit more. And we're just gonna pour it directly on top, directly on top, directly on top. Alright, so now we're done. Alright guys, so the seeds are in the soil, and this is the location where I usually germinate. Reason being, these locations get early sun, so when the sun rises in the morning, usually directly on this, and in the evening the sun is not so intense, so it's best for seedlings. So this is where I usually germinate my seedlings, and as you can see I have other plants. I have peppers here, and so this is also a tomato plant, and this is quite important. So this is scallion, and this is insect repellent as well. So this is basically companion plant. So guys, this is basically it. We should get back to you guys in about 10 days. These seeds should be popped and ready to begin the first day of seedling stage. All right, so I'll provide an update in about 10 days, or if they pop earlier, then sure, but usually it's around 10 days. I usually give these plants to pop before I confirm that they're safe and ready to go in the seedling stage. All right, so guys, thank you so much for your support once more. Take care, stay safe.